Hey, Celtics Nation. The excitement is building around Boston as the team continues to navigate the early stretch of the season with determination and a clear sense of purpose. With a record of 8 wins and 8 losses, the Celtics are showing flashes of brilliance, and one name that has emerged as a true revelation this season is forward Jordan Walsh. The former second-round pick in the 2023 NBA Draft has truly stepped into his role, embracing the increased responsibility and showcasing the growth that many fans had hoped for. Walsh, who saw limited time on the floor last year, has now averaged more than 17 minutes per game, a dramatic leap from his under 8-minute average in his rookie season. His offensive contributions have been impressive, converting half of his field goal attempts and knocking down more than 40% of his three-pointers, a mark that speaks volumes about his shooting touch and composure under pressure. But Walsh's impact extends beyond scoring. On the defensive end, he has become a versatile and reliable presence off the bench. His defensive rating of 106.4 places him just outside the top 100 players in the NBA, but within the Celtics roster, he is second only to the team's elite defenders, making him an indispensable part of their rotation. One standout moment came in Boston's November 16th matchup against the Los Angeles Clippers, where Walsh was tasked with guarding future Hall of Famer James Harden. His performance drew praise from the coaching staff, and even opponents took notice. Clippers head coach Ty Lue highlighted Walsh's ability to contest shots, apply full-court pressure, and disrupt the flow of the game, noting how he managed to frustrate Harden and make life difficult on the offensive end. This kind of attention from both teammates and rivals alike signals that Walsh's role in Boston is becoming more defined, and his trajectory points to a bright future as a cornerstone of the team's depth. His club option for the 2026-27 season is expected to be picked up, reflecting the Celtics' confidence in his continued development. Forward Sam Hauser also acknowledged Walsh's patience and work ethic, emphasizing that he waited his turn and is now making the most of every opportunity on the court. While Walsh has been carving out his place, the Celtics have also witnessed impressive performances from other contributors, with Jaylen Brown leading the way in scoring and making critical plays. In a high-octane win over the Orlando Magic, Boston's offense exploded for a season-high 138 points, including an astonishing 80-point first half. Brown poured in 35 points and added 8 assists, while Anthony Simons contributed 23 points off the bench, demonstrating his growing comfort within the Celtics system. The team's shooting was exceptional, connecting on 60% of field goals and 45% from three-point range, and their second-quarter output of 48 points marked one of the best stretches in franchise history. Despite a late surge from the Magic, Boston held on, showcasing resilience and composure in critical moments. Jet Howard and Jace Richardson pushed the team to the limit, but Derek White and Peyton Pritchard helped close out the victory. Brown's ability to score and distribute remains a key factor in Boston's offensive schemes, as his playmaking opens opportunities for teammates like Josh Minott, who is able to take advantage of defensive focus on Brown to score in the paint. Neemias Queta's early exit due to an ankle injury meant Boston had to adjust, sometimes going small with players like Chris Boucher or Jordan Walsh at the 5 position. This strategy worked for most of the game, highlighting the Celtics' flexibility, although the team faced a momentary challenge when the Magic's reserves found their rhythm. Consistency remains critical, particularly in maintaining defensive intensity, and the Celtics' streaky nature demands sustained focus to avoid letting games slip away. Anthony Simons has steadily risen to the occasion, embracing his role as a 6th man and delivering starter-level production off the bench. The transition from Portland to Boston has required him to adjust to a different set of expectations, but his recent performances indicate that he is finding a rhythm. Against the Magic, he played an efficient game, shooting over 70% from the field and making timely three-pointers that extended the Celtics' lead and helped neutralize Orlando's comeback efforts. Simons' approach is rooted in simplicity, focusing on taking advantage of opportunities and being aggressive without forcing plays, demonstrating his adaptability to the Celtics system. His growth is emblematic of the broader trend within the team, young players and recent acquisitions stepping up to fill critical roles, contributing both offensively and defensively, and providing the coaching staff with reliable options across the board. Boston's win over Orlando highlighted the importance of this depth, with players like Sam Hauser breaking out of a scoring slump to deliver 14 points, including multiple three-pointers and a rare dunk, underscoring the versatility and scoring potential of the supporting cast. Jordan Walsh also displayed confidence and poise, executing a start-to-finish performance that included efficient passing, defensive activity, and athleticism at the 5 position. While his scoring was modest, his presence on both ends of the court was invaluable. The Celtics managed to hold their own in free-throw situations, a category where they have historically struggled, demonstrating improved discipline and execution. The unpredictable nature of the team's performance adds excitement for fans, as Boston is capable of both impressive wins against strong opponents and occasional unexpected struggles. This dynamic contributes to an engaging viewing experience, as the team continues to search for consistency and identity during this transitional period. Looking ahead, Boston faces critical matchups that will test their resilience and cohesion, including high-stakes games against teams on winning streaks. The integration of players like Walsh and Simons, combined with the leadership of veterans like Brown and White, creates a blend of experience and emerging talent that has the potential to carry the Celtics to success. As the season unfolds, the key storylines revolve around adaptation, growth, and execution, with each player striving to contribute to the team's overall goals. Walsh's emergence, Simons' adjustment to a bench role while delivering key performances, and the scoring burst from Hauser and others all reflect a team in motion, learning to balance individual strengths with collective strategy. The Celtics' ability to navigate adversity, maintain defensive intensity, and capitalize on offensive opportunities will ultimately determine their trajectory as they aim to climb the standings and solidify their playoff positioning. What is clear, however, is that this group of players is embracing their roles, committing to improvement, and providing fans with a thrilling brand of basketball that continues to evolve with every game. The combination of veteran leadership, emerging stars, and strategic depth has made Boston an intriguing team to watch, and as Walsh, Simons, and the rest of the roster continue to find their rhythm, the Celtics appear poised to make their mark this season. As the Celtics continue to navigate the early portion of the season, the spotlight has increasingly fallen on Anthony Simons, whose transition into Boston's system has been as intriguing as it has been challenging. The 26-year-old guard arrived from Portland with expectations tempered by the realities of joining a team with a deep but uncertain roster. Simons, accustomed to starting roles in his previous tenure, found himself adjusting to a bench position where he was expected to deliver starter-level production without the luxury of extended playing time to settle into games. Early on, that adjustment period manifested in inconsistent performances, as Simons worked to balance aggressiveness with adherence to the Celtics' offensive and defensive schemes. In the early matchups, there were games where he struggled to find his rhythm, shooting below 35% from the field and contributing modestly despite the team's need for consistent scoring off the bench. Recognizing the importance of pacing and adaptation, the coaching staff provided him with a short reset, limiting his minutes and allowing him to recalibrate. That reset proved valuable, as Simons has since begun to assert himself more confidently, embracing the opportunities when they arise and showcasing his versatility as a scorer and playmaker. In a recent clash with the Orlando Magic, Simons displayed the refinement of this approach, delivering 23 points in just over 25 minutes of action. He shot efficiently, converting 8 of 11 attempts from the floor and 4 of 7 beyond the arc, combining precision with calculated aggression. More than just scoring, Simons played within the team's system, minimizing turnovers and maximizing the effectiveness of Boston's rotations. His performance underscored the notion that, for players like him, contribution is measured not only in points but also in impact, opening lanes, creating opportunities for teammates, and providing a stabilizing presence during critical stretches. Alongside Simons, The continued development of Jordan Walsh remains a central storyline for the Celtics. Walsh's defensive tenacity and offensive efficiency provide the team with options that extend beyond traditional scoring. By guarding versatile wings and big men, contesting shots, and moving fluidly within defensive schemes, he has added depth and reliability that the Celtics sorely needed. The growth of Walsh and Simons reflects a broader theme within the organization: the ability of young and newly acquired players to adapt, integrate, and thrive under pressure. This adaptability has been on display throughout Boston's games, where the team has alternated between explosive scoring nights and tests of resilience against opponents with varying strengths. The high-scoring affair against the Magic was emblematic of the team's offensive capabilities, with Boston connecting on 60% of field goals and shooting an impressive 45% from three-point range. Jaylen Brown, leading the scoring charge, combined his individual brilliance with effective facilitation, creating opportunities for players like Josh Minott, Sam Hauser, and even Walsh to contribute meaningfully. Hauser, in particular, emerged from a scoring slump, hitting multiple three-pointers and finishing with 14 points, signaling a return to form and highlighting the importance of role players stepping up in critical games. Meanwhile, Boston's bench has proven instrumental in maintaining intensity, particularly when starters are forced to rest or face minor setbacks. Players like Derek White and Peyton Pritchard have seamlessly provided energy and composure, ensuring that the team can sustain performance over extended stretches without significant drop-off. This depth was tested during stretches when the Magic rallied, cutting a 26-point lead to 6 in the final quarter. Despite the pressure, Boston held firm, demonstrating mental toughness and the ability to execute under duress. Defensive adjustments, particularly those orchestrated by the coaching staff, have been pivotal in securing these outcomes. Walsh's ability to switch onto multiple positions, combined with Simons' timely rotations and on-ball aggression, disrupted opponent rhythm and prevented momentum from fully shifting. Beyond individual performances, the Celtics' early season narrative has been shaped by unpredictability, a trait that keeps both fans and analysts engaged. The team has shown the capacity to dominate top-tier opponents while occasionally faltering against teams lower in the standings. This variability underscores the importance of consistency and focus, particularly as Boston eyes a playoff berth and looks to solidify its identity as a competitive force. Veteran leadership remains a stabilizing influence amid these fluctuations. Jaylen Brown, Derek White, and Peyton Pritchard have consistently set the tone, not just in scoring, but in effort, communication, and adherence to game plans. Their presence allows emerging players to grow within a structured environment, providing mentorship and clarity regarding expectations on both ends of the court. Simons' adaptation exemplifies this mentorship in action. By observing the veterans and integrating their strategies into his own game, he has been able to deliver high-efficiency scoring nights and contribute defensively in ways that extend beyond traditional metrics. His back-to-back 20-point performances illustrate both personal growth and the potential for sustained impact over the course of the season. Equally important has been the team's focus on executing within systems, while remaining flexible to the dynamic nature of professional basketball. Boston's coaching staff has emphasized balance, ensuring that starters and bench players understand their roles while encouraging creativity within those frameworks. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. A shocking rumor is circulating around the NBA world, sending waves of disbelief through fans and insiders alike. Jason Tatum, the Boston Celtics star forward and one of the league's brightest young talents, has allegedly been caught in a doping scandal. According to whispers from sources close to the team, the ramifications could be severe, with speculation mounting that Tatum may face a suspension that could sideline him for an entire season. The news, still unconfirmed by official channels, has already ignited a firestorm on social media, with fans scrambling to digest the possibility that one of the Celtics' cornerstone players might be absent from the court for a significant stretch. The Celtics, who have leaned heavily on Tatum's scoring prowess and leadership, are reportedly bracing for difficult conversations behind closed doors. Insiders suggest that locker room morale could take a hit, and the ripple effects might extend well beyond the hardwood. Analysts and commentators are now debating what this development could mean for the team's championship aspirations, with some predicting a scramble for roster adjustments, while others question how the team's style of play might evolve without Tatum at full strength. Adding to the intrigue, speculation is swirling about how this alleged doping case came to light. Some sources hint at routine testing uncovering the infraction, while others suggest a more complex chain of events involving agents and league investigators. Either way, the basketball world is watching closely, and the whispers are only growing louder. Betting odds, fantasy leagues, and team strategies could all be thrown into disarray if the suspension is confirmed. Tatum himself has yet to make a public statement, and insiders report that the young star is reportedly consulting legal and medical advisors in a bid to clarify his situation. Meanwhile, Celtics fans are holding their collective breath, torn between disbelief and hope for a resolution that might spare their franchise from a long-term setback. As the rumor mill churns, one thing is clear. The NBA landscape could be on the brink of a major shake-up, and the name Jason Tatum is at the center of every conversation. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.